If you've been following my channel for a while, which not that many people have. All right, if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably saw a log crossing video I put out, I think 1.5 or 2 years ago. Still gonna try some of that suspension compression and throttle today. I'm also gonna try to introduce some clutch collection techniques from the Rich Larsen series. And I have no idea how that's gonna go. I could end up whiskey throttling into a tree, or I could end up throwing a log out there and getting the front wheel over the log. So we're never gonna find out until we get out there and try. So let's get this gear on and get out there. The first couple passes, I'm actually not going to try to jump this log. I'm sorry, you don't jump them. You, what do? You cross them. But I'm not gonna try to do that. I'm just using this log as a reference as to like when I should be pressing down on the front suspension and doing the throttle blip. Let's go do some log crossings. All right, I think it's plainly obvious that I'm out of practice here. I think I got the tire up 1, maybe out of 10. I think I'm gonna make a couple more runs, then I might try to introduce some clutch. The Rich Larsen technique is you start with the clutch in, throttle on, off, clutch out, in. But you're doing that.
The fact that the majority of riders think you deliver throttle and clutch at the same time to get the front end into the air. Well, whether that's for a double blip, a zap, or a simple clutch up, it's actually the opposite of that. The throttle comes on, then off, then the clutch comes out and in. So it's on, off, out, in. Now, they happen very close together. What you guys are gonna see is the throttle is completely off before the front tire even leaves the ground. There we go. Just like that. You can see there, the throttle comes completely off, then the front tire leaves the ground. It's very important to understand that we catch the back end of the RPM to find consistency in our front tire lift.
He calls it collecting the power. So that's gonna probably throw off my timing with the suspension compression. We'll see. That's actually really hard to do and get it with the timing of the suspension. I feel like I need to just practice that at a standstill like he does it in his classes before I start rolling with it. Maybe I'm letting the clutch out too fast. I'm gonna take a little break because I don't have a fan on my bike like a lot of the enduro guys. All right, let's try these again. I'm not sure what these are called. It's not clutch pops. He calls it like collecting the power, but clutch collection doesn't really roll off the tongue. Let's give them a few more tries. I feel like I'm getting that down. I can feel the bike lurch, but the front tire's not really coming up. I think I'm gonna try a couple of these log crossings with no clutch, just suspension, compression, throttle. Let's see if we could do that. I have to go back and look at the video, but I think that's as good as I've ever done. I felt like the front end was coming up before it hit the log and went over. I noticed my back tire maybe just kicked it out once because it got deflected or it wasn't straight on anymore. Let's get back on the bike and try some of those clutch collection techniques while moving. I'm gonna do a couple of them here before I start the GoPro, just to get the feel of it again, and then I'll hit that log using the clutch collection. But I do need to start the throttle blip a little bit earlier than I do if I'm just doing no clutch technique. okay, I might be getting the hang of it, I don't know. Seems like that's a lot easier in first gear though, but I don't ride trails in first gear, so I need to be in second. All right, so as you saw, and I admit, my clutch collection technique sucks. Like I'm just rolling over the log that's not even like the front wheel is coming up at all. So now I know what I need to work on for the next video. And I need to practice that for a month or two, and then after that I'll do an episode 3 of log crossings. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Thank you.